Hiya fishy folks, and happy Friday to you. In today's epic video, we're going to talk about my planted angelfish tank and putting a betta in a community tank. So here's what I want you to do, folks. I want you to go ahead and obliterate that subscription button if you haven't done so already. Tickle the notification bell. That's right, on Fridays, the notification bell likes to be tickled. And then, of course, check out my website, michaelsfishroom.com, where you can buy the plecos and the guppies I breed down here in my fish room. Speaking of my website, michaelsfishroom.com, I am leaving for Japan on Sunday for almost 2 weeks. And if you order from the website, I'm not going to ship until the 24th. So just know that it's not a big deal. I hold orders all the time. Things go on back order all the time. We work it out. But just know that going in. All right, here's what you're going to do now. You're going to go ahead and grab a snack and a beverage. And you're going to come back. And you're going to watch all about the awesomeness upstairs. All right? All right. Stand by. All right, fishy folks. Here we are in my kitchen. This is my planted 55-gallon community tank. It essentially has 3 angelfish. It had 4. I'll tell you that story in a little bit. It's got some black phantom tetras. I think there's 8 of them. There's 6 albino cory cats and a lemon pleco as it was sold to me. Not a lemon blue eye, not a lemon 144, but just a lemon pleco. And he's Liam the lemon pleco, and I don't know if we're going to see him in this video. The aquascape is pretty simple. A bunch of plants that I don't know the name of. Rocks from the rock lady. I'll put a link down below to get rocks from her. Third Planet Treasures is the website. Most of the plants came from Keith at KJE Aquatics. Some plants came from local fish club auctions. And way back when I started the tank, Corey from Aquarium Co-op sent me a bunch of plants to put in the tank as well. I don't know what plant is what, where they came from, who they came from, but all the plants in there are what I have. When I did set up the tank, and I'll put a link to that series, I think I made a playlist of me setting up the tank. I used, and I'm doing air quotes, fancy substrate. I don't know if it helps or not, but I kind of like the way it looks. I think it's fluorite from Seachem, and it's the red color. It was really, really dusty, and it took a long time to clean up. In fact, even if I, move around some plants and repot things or reroot things, it takes about a day to clear up. You can see in the back there are some hang on the back filters. They are not on. I strictly use them when I go ahead and mess with the tank. I turn them on to help clean the tank more quickly. And to be honest, I leave them there because this way it's much more safe. They don't break and can't get lost and so on and so forth. So in this tank there are 3 pretty big angelfish. There were 4, but the 4th one was a koi angelfish that was a pretty big bully and was kind of picking on the other angelfish. And so I took a vote with my family and they said yes, you can get rid of him. And so I sold him at the Bucks County Aquarium Society auction. I think he went for about 18 or 19 bucks. It was big. It was as big as that angelfish right there. Now, in this tank, I did add a new fish, and it's a controversial thing. I added a male betta fish. Now, as you know, this male betta fish was in 32 ounces of water in my fish room for the last 6 months. Doing just fine. No heater, no filter, nothing, just 32 ounces of water. But I actually need the space where his little 32-ounce container was for something else. So I decided to throw him in the community tank and see how he does. He is a little skinny, but he'll fatten up a little bit. And when I put him in, he immediately started bullying the angelfish. So we'll see how that goes. Obviously, if it doesn't go well, I'll move him to another tank. But I just wanted to see how he would do in a community tank. When I was at Tamed Waters in Minnesota a couple weeks ago, that was the store that had all the betta fish and really cool guppies as well. Phil's the owner. That's a store that recently gotten broken into as well. But he had betta fish in most of his tanks, not just the little Betta fish jars. And I thought it was really cool. I've seen other fish stores do it, and I decided I'm going to try it as well. So we'll see how it goes for a couple days. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I think the thing with Betta fish is they're just like people. Some of them are a-holes. Some of them get along with everyone. So that's the thing with most fish. Sometimes I get asked questions, can I put guppies with angelfish? You can, but in most cases, the angels are going to eat the angelfish because they're tender and delicious. Even adult guppies are tender and delicious, not just the fry. And then some people say, well, the angelfish and the guppies have been raised together. That means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Anyway, there's a really nice marble angelfish. That's one that I bred myself, and I've been raising up for the last, I don't know, he's probably 2-ish years old. Way back when I bred angelfish, I had a tank that had angelfish eggs in it, and there were wigglers, and I come down one day, and the tank, I don't know, I forget what happened, but I didn't see any wigglers anymore. Everything was dead, I thought. I drained the tank about, I don't know, 4/5 and left it for like a week before I did anything else. Well, I'm doing something else in the fish room. I look at the tank and I see movement. I'm like, what is that? Snails? And there were 7 fry swimming around. I raised those fry up, and that's the only one I have left. I gave a bunch to friends of mine, and I kept one, and there he is. I think we named him Solo. I think that's the original Solo, if I remember correctly. There's all 3 of the angel in here. There's that silver on the right. On the bottom is the marble, and then there's a smoke in the back. And the smoke and the silver, I think I got from Daniel Anderson a couple maybe 2 years ago, year and a half ago. As I said, the rocks are from Third Planet Treasure. They're all lava rocks. Check out Rock Lady Ruth at Third Planet Treasure. I've done an unboxing. I'll put a link to that as well. Somewhere in the general area you're looking. I'd love to be able to see that better. There he is. Look at him up there. Fancy focus job. You can see there's algae on some of those plants, and to be honest, I don't really care. Yeah, it doesn't bother me that there's algae because it's healthy. It's a healthy tank. So the filtration in this tank are just 2 sponge filters. That's it. And all the plants also aid in the filtration. I don't feed this tank very heavily because, quite frankly, I'm lazy and don't want to do excess water changes. And if I fed them heavily, I have to do more water changes. I've never, ever tested the water. I don't recommend that at all. I'm a pretty good hobbyist. I can kind of tell when something's going on with the tank. I also know that my water parameters stay in check because of all the plants. If you are new to this hobby, or you watch my videos and don't really know what to look for in sick fish, you should be checking your water often, at least once a week. Or if something goes wrong, before every water change, after every water change. The question is, how much water should I change? It really depends on your nitrate level and how much nitrates you're comfortable with. But that's a whole nother video, which I've already done probably twice. All right, so we have the angelfish, we have the cories, we have the pleco, and now we have the betta, the male betta in there. Hopefully everybody gets along, and if not, like I said, we're going to have to move it. What else can I tell you about this tank? I mean, it's pretty simple. Lots of plants. Don't overfeed. Feed high-quality food, and everybody gets along for now. So, we did have angelfish eggs once in this tank. I don't think they were fertilized, so I don't know if I have all females, or the male just didn't know what he was doing, or what have you. But that was only one time. I said if it happens again, I would probably try to artificially raise them, but it hasn't happened again. So there you go. That's that. All right, fishy folks. That's it for the planted 55-gallon tank update. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, as always, leave them in the comments below. And let me know what you think about the male betta in the community tank. Don't forget to check out supercichlids.com for all your fishy needs. They have food and some other stuff as well, medicines, and of course KJE Aquatics. Thank you for sending high quality plants when I order them. And you know, if you're in the mood to see some big cichlids and learn something, go ahead and check out King and Queen Cichlids on YouTube. See ya, everyone. Hi, fishy folks, and happy Friday to you. Hope everyone had a great week. It's been really busy for me. You don't really care, though. I don't know why I do that. Like, I should start with, boom, here's what the video's about. Get you sucked in, and then tell you the boring crap about my life. So, let's do that again. Hi, fishy folks, and happy Friday to you. In today's video, we're going to talk about my planted angel tank, as well as somebody new for the tank. So do me a favor, grab a snack and a beverage, and get ready for awesomeness. Before I show you the awesomeness, I just want to say, go ahead and obliterate that subscription button if you haven't done so already. Tickle, on Friday, the notification bell likes to be tickled, so tickle that. And then, of course, check out my website. Now, I'm going to Japan for 2 weeks on Sunday. And if you're going to order fish anytime from now until next Saturday, the 22nd, that's when I'm going to ship, on the 24th, that Monday when I get back. That's really confusing. Oh boy. Hi, fishy folks, and happy Friday to you. In today's epic video, we're going to talk about my planted angelfish tank. It's a 55. It's upstairs in the kitchen, and I want to show it to you because I haven't showed it to you in a while. Plus, there's going to be somebody new. Some fish that a lot of people don't think belong in a community tank, but they do. It's fine, usually. Depends. You're just going to have to wait and see. Now, before I show you all that, of course, I want you to obliterate that subscription button if you haven't done so already. Tickle the notification bell. That's right, on Friday, the notification bell likes to be tickled. And of course, check out my website, michaelsfishroom.com. Now, if you're going to order from the website between now and the 24th of June, I will not ship until the 24th of June. So actually, if you order on the 24th, that's not going to go out to the next week's, but you're going to have to do this again.